Hi there, this is Dr. C. Sonia, Assistant Professor in Chemistry, SNS College of Technology. As a continuation of the previous video, we're going to see about the alloys, the function and the effect of alloying elements. Addition of small amount of certain elements such as nickel, chromium, molybdenum, manganese, silicon, vanadium and aluminum imparts some special properties like hardness, tensile strength, resistance to corrosion and coefficient of expansion on steel. Such products are known as specialty steels or alloy steels. So we are going to see about some of the important alloying elements and their function. So in this table, we're going to see about the functions or the effect of alloying elements. So elements, if you take nickel, the effect on the properties, fine grains are produced, coefficient of expansion decreases and the corrosion resistance increases. So uses of alloys for making balance wheels. Next is the chromium. So tensile strength, depth, hardening and resistance to corrosion are increased while you use the chromium. It's for using for making these alloys are for used for making the surgical instruments, cutlery, connecting rods, etc. And next is the manganese. These effects on the properties. These manganese, when they are added, their hot shortness is removed, resistance to abrasion is increased. So, what is the uses of these types of alloys? For making grinding wheels, steering spindles, and rails. When we use vanadium element, its effects on the properties is reversible stresses are produced when we use the vanadium. Then the tensile strength and the resistance to abrasion are increased. So uses for making crank pins, heavy locomotive forgings, piston rods, etc. And the next element is molybdenum. So the effect is cutting hardness at high temperature is increased because phases are stabilized. Uses of alloys for making high speed tools. Next element is tungsten. Grain structure is refined, magnetic retentivity as well as the cutting hardness are increased when we use the tungsten. And the uses of these types of alloys is for making the cutting tools, permanent magnets, etc. And next element is nickel and chromium. Corrosion resistance and tensile strengths are increased when we use nickel and chromium. So uses of this alloy for making stainless steels. Now, let us see about the ferrous alloy or alloy steels. Ferrous alloys are the type of steels in which the elements like aluminium, boron, chromium, cobalt, copper, manganese are present in sufficient quantities. In addition to carbon and iron to improve the properties of steel. Okay, so it's not only the carbon and ion that is present, you have another elements, they are present, and these alloys are the ferrous alloys. So there are some certain properties of ferrous alloys. It possesses high yield point and high strength. It possesses sufficient formability, ductility, and weldability. They are sufficiently corrosion and abrasion resistance. Distortion and cracking are less in this type of alloys. Then high temperature strength is greater in the ferrous alloys. So there are a few important ferrous alloys. One is the nichrome. So nichrome is an alloy of nickel and chromium, and its composition is the nickel, it contributes to 60 percentage, chromium to 12 percentage, then iron to 26 percentage, manganese 2 percentage. The properties of these are it shows good resistance to oxidation and heat, steels containing 16 to 20 percentage chromium with low carbon content, that is only up to 0.06 to 0.15 percentage. It possesses oxidation resistance up to 900 degrees centigrades. It's really a great number, high temperature. Steel containing 80%, 18 percentage nickel with small amounts of chromium can withstand temperature above 900 degrees centigrade. It possesses high melting point. It can withstand heat up to 1000 to 1100 degrees centigrade. It possesses high electrical resistance. So these are the various properties that has been enhanced by using these type of alloys. Uses: it is widely used for making resistant coils, heating elements in stoves. It is also used in electrical ions and other household electrical appliances. It's used in making parts of the boilers, steam lines, stills, gas turbines, aero engine valves, retorts, annealing boxes. It is also used in making other machineries or the equipments exposed to very high temperature. So this plays a very important role when there involves a very high temperature. Next is the stainless steels or corrosion resistant steels. So steel itself is a corrosion resistant material, as we all know. So these are alloy steels containing chromium together with other elements such as nickel, molybdenum, etc. Chromium is effective if its content is 16% or more. The carbon content in the stainless steel ranges from zero point 0.3 to 1.5%. Stainless steel resists corrosion by the atmospheric gases and also by other chemicals. So, protection against corrosion is mainly due to the formation of dense, non porous, tough film of the chromium oxide at the surface of the metal. So, if this film cracks, it gets automatically healed up by the atmospheric oxygen. So, there are different types of stainless steels. There are two main types of stainless steels: heat treatable stainless steels and non heat treatable stainless steel, which we will see in the next coming video. Thank you.